Okay. EA Sports is in the game.
Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Owls kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. This USF offense will open this drive right here. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good, solid tackle.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Steps away to find some room. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Isaac. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Bernard. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Using his feet to buy time. He'll get rid of it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Messer. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection, and they're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Bernard. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The throw. He's open on the right. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Running inside, it's Bernard. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Selden. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the Temple Owls. And it's the Demon Deacons looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the 1st half. We'll see how things progress. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this 1st drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great 1st half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this 1st possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a great job of executing right there between the quarterback and the tight end. And you've got to have great timing. When you're throwing these corner routes, the ball's got to come out a bit early. You got to put enough air on it to let your tight end locate the football before making the catch. And they hook up on a huge gain on third down.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
And the Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Going long. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10.
Wilson, hey, Wilson!
Trying play action. He's taking the shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long.
29. Splinter Roman. Blue idiot.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Maybe some room here. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He got it, beat down in bounds.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. There he goes. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. All bottled up, and now the ball is free. The ball will bounce out well short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls and fired complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got a little grass. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Floating away. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.